How y'all doing? I'm back in the kitchen in my little tiny house. And I told you guys I was going to pickle some of the spiderwort flower stalks. So let me show you the beginning. Well, I did all the prep work already. But let me kind of show you. What I did is I went in, and can you see? Hang on. I'm all in the light. Hold on. See, I'm not a good camera person, but I'm trying, y'all. But I was able to cut them all pretty uniform in size. And I have some garlic and bay leaves and pepper flakes in there. And I packed the jars all already, as you can see. Pack them all up. The next process, what I have to do is I have my brine boiling over here. Let me just go ahead and let me see if I can do this with the camera. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay. Turn on the light, Monica. Let me turn on the light. Yeah, that's much better, huh? Okay. See, I got my brine boiling here, and what the brine is, this particular brine that I'm using this time is vinegar, just white vinegar, pickling salt, not sea salt, pickling salt, and some pure cane sugar in here as my brine for this particular recipe. And this is my water bath pot right here, this big mama. And when I'm done here, see the water is boiling, ready to give them their 10-minute water bath. So what I'm going to do, hang on, just somebody's at my door. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. It was my neighbor bringing me over something else. Anyway, so what I was saying, you take your hot boiling vinegar or brine here, and what I'm going to do is pour some in here because it makes it easier to pour in the jars instead of trying to take the pot and burn all your stuff. So hang on, let's see. So just pour some in your Pyrex little container. You can take this off the heat now, and you take your hot boiling vinegar, not vinegar, I keep saying vinegar, but your brine, and you just pour it. I'm gonna burn myself here, so I'm gonna show you. Don't pour it in your hand like I was supposed to show you, and you just pour it over because you just want to cover. Just cover it. That's all you have to do. And I'm going to set this aside because I want to show you another thing that you need to do before you put your tops on. And just fill it. Don't fill it all the way up to the top, guys. You're going to fill it up just to that bottom lip of the jar. Okay, let me get a refill. Refill. Hold on. I'm trying to do this for the camera and not burn myself. Have everybody laughing at Miss Monica in her little tiny kitchen. I know y'all want to laugh at me. All right, here's another jar here. I'm going to do these first. And again, you just fill it just up to the lip. To the lip. Pull up another one. And this was growing on the side of my house. That one, I might have to take a little bit out of that one. I didn't have to go anywhere. I went on the side of my house, picked my breakfast on the side of my house and from my garden. That's the way to go, guys. So start getting your gardens. Not start, you should have your gardens. But if you don't, you can go get yourself them. I told you all those 5-gallon buckets. Put you some dirt in there and put you some tomatoes and potatoes, and you can do this. Okay, now after you get the, actually I'll just use my handy dandy spoon over here. After you get your brine in, you want to kind of take an object, preferably a wooden spoon or something, because you want to make sure the brine has gotten all the way through. So after you do your water bath, if you don't check it, then you run the risk of you have not enough fluid in here. So this one, after I've moved it around a little bit, and you want to remove the air bubbles out of it too. I'm going to top it off just a bit. And now it's filled. Okay. Then what I do is you put the top on. And a lot of people, when I first started canning, I would sit there and try and get it on. Don't do that. All you need to do is finger tighten. That's it. Finger tighten. And what I do is just my thing. I'll turn inverted upside down like that because I want to make sure all my little veggies and things that I have in there move around in there. And then I put it, I'm going to go ahead and open my water bath pot up. It's getting hot in here. Okay. So what have you, who's out there been canning? Leave in the comments below. Have you ever canned before? Did your grandparents or your parent can anything? Y'all might need to learn. Do some of this canning stuff, and it's so fun. And this one, guys, I had bits and pieces of the stalks left over, and I didn't want to throw them away, so I just put all the little bits and pieces together, and then got some of my garlic scapes and chopped them up as well, and mixed them in there. So these are going to be real garlicky spiderwort flower pickles. That's what I'm gonna call them anyway. Okay. This one looks like it's okay, but let me take my spoon and just kind of move it around like that. Make sure. Yeah. Okay, and this one's fine, so I don't need to do anything with this one. And again, finger tighten. And I like to invert and set it aside. And this is the last one. Not bad, huh? So I hope these taste really good. This one I need to top just a couple of drops. Got that one little burp out of there. And then again, invert and jiggle it around. Now I'm ready to get them in my water bath. Let me take this off again so you can see. And so you have to bring this level up because it goes all the way down. It drops, the basket drops down. So what I'm going to do is layer the jars in here, and then I'm going to drop them down. So hang on a second, okay? One day I'll learn. One day I'm going to have all these fancy cameras, one over here and spotlighting. Someday. Okay, here we go. In the water bath. Pop one here and one there. 2 more to go. One here and one there. And one for the middle. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. I got them in, ready to go down into the water bath. And I have to set my timer for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I take them, turn the water off, keep the cover on, and let them lift the basket out, but leave the cover on and let the temperature slowly level out. Because that's a mistake that I made when I first started canning. I just pulled them straight out and like, oh, look what I've done. But when you do that, it causes too much pressure and you get the siphoning and you lose liquid and it's a mess. So be patient, let it cool down slowly, and it'll be so much better. So I'm going to pause this right now, guys, and go ahead and drop this basket, and I will come back in 10 minutes. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. Oh, I forgot my thingies. Hold on, I'll be right back. You can't can without your thingies. Anyway, I'm getting ready to pull these babies out of the water bath. Whoa, hold on. Let me slide these out the way. Hold on just a second. Because I'm going to show y'all what else I got. Had an epiphany. So, okay, you can't really see. But what I'm going to do, guys, is you carefully... Well, I can't take them out right now. Hold on. I told y'all we have to wait and we have to be patient and all that long talk. So now we got to be patient. I'll see you back in about 10 minutes. Well, I decided while we wait the 10 minutes for it to slowly cool down, I'll tell you what else I had an epiphany about. These are the greens the actual leaves of the spiderwort flower. And what I did is I just kind of rough chopped them and put them in a Ziploc bag like this. And what you can do is grab a handful, stir fry. You can chop it up a little bit finer than this and mix it with shiitake mushrooms and eggs and onions. Oh, and some bell pepper too. Mix that all together and make you a special omelet, and then put a couple of the flowers on top. That would be yummy. And then too, you can use this for tea as well. Some of this I'm going to dry, and then experiment with making a tea with it later. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. And these are the actual buds. I told you I wasn't sure what to do with them. Let me turn this way. Can y'all see? Why can't the light so good? Can you see that? Well, these are the buds. And they kind of remind me of the shape and the texture of capers. So what I'm going to do, because you can eat this whole thing, I'm not going to pull all these little balls off and make little capers. I'm going to pickle the whole thing and see how that turns out. It's all edible, so I'm going to eat it anyway. And this, again, this was on the side of my house, y'all. Really, get out there, walk around, no glyphosate areas, and see what food you can find. We have to go to the grocery store, and we have the selection of the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the radishes, all the stuff we recognize, but we've forgotten about the food all around us. So start Googling that. Stop Googling the Kardashians or whatever them folks' names they are. Start Googling that of edible plants and medicines all around us. Okay? Okay, I'll get off my soapbox about that right now. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know how to turn this camera around, so I got to hold it kind of cockeyed like that. But I've already gotten got them out of the water bath, and they're over here. There they are. Can you see them? Aren't they beautiful? Can you see those? Look at that. Pickled spiderwort. Spider-Man. And and if you can see, they're still bubbling because it's still so hot. There. And in about 10 minutes, see how the tops are kind of swollen a little bit? Like that. That's pressure under there. But as it starts cooling down, that pressure will go down, and you hear a ping! My favorite sound. And fellow canners, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like music to our ears. That pinging lets you know that you have a successful seal. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'll let you guys know how my capers come out. Till next time, guys, keep your vibrations high. And look around for some food all around your house. Make sure there ain't no glyphosate on it, okay? Bye, y'all. Be the light.